I am so very excited because it's my first time streaming live from OBS Studio onto my TikTok account. Hello, hi TikTok. What's going on? I have so much to do today. It is overwhelming, so I thought I'd just add on one more thing. And you can see my extremely high budget green screen here. Yes, we're doing a stream. Let me just grab this chat here so we can discuss. Chat app. We got the chat app. And let me just open this up in the browser. And then we are going to cover some cool stuff today. Because I'm just inundated with things to do. Oh my gosh. I've got so much. I have just got a stack of work to do. And the crazy thing is how much media work I am doing. Even more than IT. I've got my IT clients. I work on something IT related every day, but whoa, this media stuff is really picking up. So I need to get my little tools in the toolkit real fast. Another thing I want to do and show you is the iOS beta is out. I have this test. What is this? iPhone 6s. So I think, I'm going to confirm this, but I think that the new Apple beta includes old phones to keep them going, you know? I'm holding out for two different things. I am letting my car grow ancient, and I'm going to get an electric car once it dies. Second thing is, this is not even on planet Earth yet, and I'm getting one humane. We've talked about this before. I think it is the single most interesting patent that has come through. It's a patent. It's nothing. It is ether. It is ideas. It is maybe prototypes. We don't know. But the whole team is comprised of the most interesting tech people alive. Period. Everyone's creative. Everyone is exceptionally talented and inventive. And you know, like the thing that excites me about tech and where we are in our tech, sort of like in our tech world, is this crossover. You know, everything is an IT business, everything's a tech business, everything's e-commerce, right? And just this confluence of science and art that is converging right now is just otherworldly. It is planetary what is happening in the collective consciousness. And I just think that this company, Humane, is just right on the precipice of that. And I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. I applied for a job there. Got turned down. I'm just not right for it, but that's okay. It's all right. They'll know. I'm going to be a super fan. Maybe it's not meant for me to work there. Maybe it's just meant for me to be a super fan, like I am of Apple. So the thing that I'm looking for is, you know, I'm not sure on my live stream with TikTok if I'm going to get chat. I hope so. Let me just quick make one of my accounts a moderator. I'm going to add my flyover country home. I'm going to add myself as a moderator on this so that I don't catch, or that I can catch any kind of comments. You can see that I've got viewers. I don't know if I've got comments, and if I'm ignoring you, I am so sorry. I don't mean to. But look at this. Look at this little nightstand. It's a Macintosh. It is so cute. It is so cute. I can't stand it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of things here. That'll be really, this is going to be fun because I have 3 projects that I'm working on right now. One is a content calendar for a nonprofit. And if you haven't heard of what's going on in the indigenous water protector world, it is going to knock your socks off, because if you like drinking water, and I know you do, there is a massive oil pipeline that is being drilled under Lake Michigan right now. Not only is this pipeline being drilled under Lake Michigan, the other thing is it's going to take dirty tar sands oil from Alberta, which is already like turning Alberta, that used to be pristine primordial rainforest, into Mordor. It's like a top contributor to climate change. They're taking this huge pipeline that goes from Canada, and then it ends up in the southern part of the United States. I think it might be, like the Gulf or something like that, putting them in oil tankers and sending this oil to China. And no Americans are going to benefit from this oil coming through under our waterways. And we're talking like very delicate aquifers. This happened with the Keystone Pipeline, where they were going under the Oglala aquifer, the water for not only like our entire breadbasket, corn, soybeans, and wheat, but the people. It's the drinking water for 8 million people. So, going under Lake Michigan, are you kidding me? With an oil pipeline, are you kidding me? And this company that is doing the pipeline, they are responsible for the largest oil spill in recent history. The pipeline has already leaked. So it is stupid. So anyway, as you can tell, I am on board for this. And gosh, you got to protect the water. Like, go to Minnesota and stand there. They don't need money. They don't need, they need people to peacefully protect the water. I don't know exactly how this is going to be accomplished, but I am working on a project to schedule some social media content. So I'm going to be working on a social media and branding calendar, their look, and their scheduling. So we're going to do that together. Also, I'm making another carousel. I got that going on, but this time I want to do something a little different. Also, I have gone on to Adobe Stock and purchased a lot of their templates. So I've got effects, I've got text templates, I have got pre-made Photoshop things. It's pretty cool. Like, the creators on the Adobe Stock marketplace have got it dialed in. They're living on another planet. So, gosh, where do we begin? Where do we begin? That is the question. Thank you for watching. I'm waiting for chat comments to come through, and I have no way of checking it since I'm streaming from a computer. I have no way of checking it other than this restream chat. So if you're chatting to me right now, please be patient, or, I just haven't seen anything, but stick around, or, message me your questions and comments. I will get them that way. But let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you what I have purchased on Adobe Stock, and we'll start from there. Also, I'm going to show you Adobe Capture, which was very helpful in creating a color palette for my social media scheduling. So, okay, let's start here. Stock.adobe.com. That's our beginning point today. We're going to dive in. Check it out. All right, it's time to sign in on my other screen. Another thing that was crazy today was I've been having this problem with my other computer that is attached to an M1 Mac Mini that is, you know, in my home office / kitchen. Apart from this office, because I have 2 computer setups, right? And it started having lines across the screen and like white snow dots going all over the screen. And I did an Apple hardware test because I thought, hey, maybe my graphics card is going out on this M1. But it was a freaking cord. I did the Apple hardware test. And the thing is, with M1 Macs, they have a totally different way of getting into the recovery volume and into the hardware test. So instead of restarting your computer and doing a key combo, like Command and D, for example, for the Apple hardware test, now what you do is you just shut the computer down and you press the on button until a screen comes up with a gear that says options. So yeah, you got to read about Apple Silicon. They're very different than the Intel Macs. They just, all of the gesturing, they still have the same features. You're able to do diagnostic testings and whatnot. But, you know, getting into those utilities, it's just a different thing. All right, so let me just check this out. I'm going to make myself a wee bit smaller here and turn myself into a small. Let's go over here. We'll get little here. And how about that? I'm still here, you're still here. My hair is not here. That's okay. You know. So this is the stuff that I got. You know, the thing about Adobe stock is it gets me every time. Because it's $30 a month. And if you decide to quit your Adobe stock membership, you lose all the remaining assets that you have. I've got 47 downloads that I could do. I haven't had the need for 47 stock photos ever. And they keep piling up. I'm like, you know, an Adobe stock 47 in there. Is that even a thing? I don't know. But I just can't quit them. I just keep getting this stuff. Aren't these so cute? So here's kind of what I'm thinking for my water protector project. Where'd you go, bud? Let's get my previously licensed. Another thing with these stock photos, they're huge. If you get a template, they can be 100 megabytes. They're really large. Some of them are 450 megabytes. Some of the templates, they are large files. So be aware and make sure that you're not running out of space. Can I see this in a different view? I want you to see what this is just a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to go to download this. I am going to download this, and I'll show you why. Gosh, I got 2 really similar looking things. I guess I must really like it. All right, I've got the hand-drawn stories. And I got some cool fonts. This is a font effect, so is this. This typography effect, I just think that looks super dope. I love it. What else can I use today? That's from my other carousel. Also, I just have this adorable other carousel that I'm going to make from my coaching client who is currently on vacation, and he usually does 2 IGTVs per week, and this week of course he was on vacation, so it didn't happen. Usually happens on Tuesdays, and he was not around on this Tuesday, so it felt weird not to have that IGTV to do. All right, so another thing, when you download from Hang on a sec, let's see if there's any chats. No chats, no chats, but that's okay. When you download from Adobe Stock, they are going to save with the file extension PSDT, which stands for template, Photoshop document, template. These won't open. You have to change the file extension name to just .psd. I don't know why they do that. I am not sure. Another thing that I thought we might do is take a look at the iOS beta on an iPhone. Let's see. You know, thought we might do that. So I'm going to be going into my downloads folder, and I'm changing the name of these downloads. Which you can't see right now. It's just the magic. It's the magic. Just believe. Date added. Where's my stuff for today? One thing about my Finder, it's being so annoying. It puts folders first. Oh my gosh, you're driving me crazy. I can see these downloads in the downloads stack. But then when I go to open them, I can't. Date added. You better put them in order. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename these files. I'll just show you what I'm doing here. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. All right, fine. Let me just minimize this, and I'll bring this over here. All right. Whoa. PSD. Yes. So yeah, we just have to do that for the whole thing. Yes. And it takes a little bit of patience. Another thing that I've been trying to do is clean up my files. And a lot of times I will make duplicates because I know where they are. And so that's, don't do that. Use PSD. All right. So now we're going to open up the Photoshop. Where'd you go, bud? There we go. There's also a new update for this. Oh, and here's one. That is still... Ow! Oh no! Get rid of that T. Wait for this to open up. T-Mobile hack. Let's talk about it while we're waiting for that to open up, which it will. Let's talk about this T-Mobile hack because it is very important. T-Mobile has been hacked. 47 million of their past, present, and potential customers could be involved in this hack, and it's really important. So what I'm going to do is I'm making a video about how to go nuclear on this option. Don't take any chances. You know, what I'm doing is I am offering dark web monitoring, and if you've got a company, you don't want your credentials exposed. You just want to make sure that some really good password protocols are in place and that people know. Don't use the same password for stuff. Get your team a password manager. Don't rely on their post-its or them writing passwords down. That can really expose you and your company, and it just give you a world of hurt. Make sure people know how to use a password manager. password managers like 1Password, for example, have notification on. They kind of are linked in with, not LinkedIn, but they're tied in, let's say, with the dark web to see what marketplaces have passwords for sale and if your passwords have been involved in a data breach. This is kind of like a tier 1 service that they offer. They just know like general breaches. But I've got another service where it's actually government grade and it goes to the dark web. People actually go to the dark web, search them, and report back before a lot of these breaches are made public. It's like a security service. And that is $100 a month. So if you want that for yourself or your company, get in touch with me. It's pretty important, especially if you've got more than 10 employees, that your domain is safe. And speaking of, 10, you get to add 10 personal email addresses too. So if your principals might want to have an extra layer of protection, go for the dark web monitoring. You can do your whole company and make sure that your domain and all of your email addresses are being monitored, and up to 10 personal email addresses. So that'll cover your principals, your CFO, anybody that even your family. Serious. I had a family that was targeted by hackers, even the kids. All right, Photoshop on the iPad. It doesn't open templates. So, all right. Does it do background removal? Not really. There are a lot of features it doesn't have. I'm going to get out of the way. We're going to open up some of these templates. And I also want to open up, oh God, I hope I did. I hope I saved this. Boo, I don't think I saved it on my cloud. All right, I'm getting out of the way. I'm making myself small, and I'm going to bring myself to the side. Not leaving this, but I am going over here. I think that's it. I think that's a good place for me. Right there. I don't want to cover the logo. All right, so let's check it out, y'all. Let's make this big. Let's open it up. I'm going to show you these templates. Go to my downloads folder and open this John up. Come on, downloads. Now they look totally different. I know there were 5 of them. All right, now Photoshop is opening. I think these look really cool. Okay, now let's look at the rest of them. What is this? Oh yeah. I remember what I wanted this for. All right. And then I'm going to open this one up. I guess I chose new instead. Your text and cutout are here. So let's see what these effects are. Replace me. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. So how will I do this? Like in Procreate, how do I make this cool text like this? I'm scared. Sometimes I get these things and they look so cool and then I just become terrified. I really do. I'm taking a break. All right, let's open the rest of them. I'm getting some ideas now. I'm getting some ideas. Your text and cutout person, add item. I know what to put here. I just don't know how to do it. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is really cool. Then let's open the other one, which is here. I just want to see if they've got any comments. Okay, so I think this looks pretty bitchin'. I'm gonna open up that other one. Cute mock-up, right? I do like this. So let's see here. First, we're gonna grab some assets. I wish there were directions. Oh, maybe there are. Replace me. They always look so much cooler though with now I'm overwhelmed. It's just like looking at these and going like, oh, no, what now? I guess that's the fun of it though. Let's turn myself into something. How about that? Or that. Turn myself into a drawing and waste some time. Change background color. Let's see. That's pretty neat. Okay. Well, nice. Default. Okay. If I desaturate. Whoa. One thing I think that will really help now that I just feel a little bit stuck is I am going to go to the palette that I created. Let's go to capture. All right. So let's see if I can just share my iOS device. So I'm going to share, taking the slides off while I connect. Which I think is a pretty good idea, because you never know. All right, where'd you go, bud? What's this, like a permissions thing or what? Yay, it worked. So these are my color palettes. This is what I want to use. Let me just turn the rain off here. I'll just go to here, turning myself blue instead. All right, I will turn it off. I got my color palettes right here. These are colors that are incorporated within the website already. And this is kind of like what I'm going for. So I definitely want to send this to share to, prepare this image, preparing the image. I think this is going to be a nice thing to go with. I'll just airdrop it to myself. Airdrop doesn't really work on this, I'm finding out. Man, why does airdrop stop working? I don't know. I'm going to text it to myself then. Oh yeah, that's right, shoot. Just live casted my freaking phone book. Hello! So this show, you can create color palettes from your pictures, which is really helpful. Like I have this one. These aren't going to be the main colors, but that red is a main color. And then from the image that I extracted this color palette from, it was quite nice. And you'll see the picture that I'm going to be using with this color palette. And I'm thinking I'm going to make some kind of a design for it here. It's going to be a mess. So it's always a process, and then you get it done. This is totally normal, I hope. Okay, so let's go back to this. It's just part of the process. Just don't quit because you get frustrated. Everybody gets frustrated, and you should get frustrated because it means you care. All right, so here's my RGB. Here's my original image. These are the pictures I want to use. And I'm just going to save it to the camera roll. And let me just open up my pictures, see if it's already in here. Hopefully it will be. If it's not, it will be soon. Just sync it up. And now I'm importing on my other screen. Preparing to import. All right. Usually it's pretty seamless. Not always. Not always. Let's just grab the assets. Let's start there. All right. So here's the website where I'm going to grab assets from. We want this. Go to open link in a new tab. And this is a WordPress site. Open image in a new tab. And save. Save image as. Save it to downloads. So now you can close this. Check this out. This is another asset that I want. Open image in a new tab. Let's get it as full resolution as I can. Oh, that's interesting. It's a transparent PNG. That is very exciting. Ooh. Okay, all right. Now we're going to look for anything that is a resource, visual resource. We're looking for any of the visuals, graphics. Press release. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, that's just the logo. Oh, it's so beautiful. See if we can take some images from this. Okay. View page source. This is another way that I'm going to take the code and find the images. You know, I should really go to inspect instead. View developer, inspect elements. Then I can point to it and get it. We're talking about you. Now we're looking for an image file. Come on, image. Here we go. Here we go. I think it's in this line. Oh, here we go. So let's go in another tab. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Ah, yes. Yes and yes. Those are some good places to start. All right, this is pretty exciting. So here is where we begin. The other thing is, let's see where my new picture is of. Please be in here. Import. All right, so what color is this? Aha, yay. Go to this background. And I'm actually going to just make a new shape. Oh. Okay. Change the background color. Let's go to so let's see here. Hue 358. Saturation is 70. What? That's 60. Let's what did I do wrong? Okay, 358. 70, 60. What? Okay, here's our color. Holy cow. Replace me. Oh, I will. Gonna go to the downloads. This here. Save. Oops, where'd you go? save that. Take a look at the artboard. Yeah, that's good. So when I go into replace me, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a carousel of 3 of these, and I'm actually, well, I'll do more than 3. I will do all the colors of the website. So I'm going to go File and then Save As. And I'll put it on my computer. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this background. It's pretty nerve-wracking, live streaming work. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Okay. So the cool thing about this color palette, shoot, it just blurs out. Here, I'll try to show this. So I can choose these hex colors. Not sure why that's not visible on the screen, but I'll go slides off. Okay. And I can choose the background color. Where'd you go, bud? So this one is 159, 159, 3384. That's I'm just visually looking at the screen and this. Okay, so save. Then I'm going to export this. Let me just make sure it did export. Yeah. I'm going to open up this file export. And then what I'm going to do is go to the background, and I'm going to go to 160. $34.35. What? 160, 34.35. Okay. Save as. So now I'm going to export this. Okay. So let's see them together. What? And then now, one thing I want to do is let's go file new. Just go to default Photoshop size. And we'll go to text. Just a horizontal. I want to say, and let's dial down the, let's just hit 72. So, let's go with the marker. No, that looks really bad. Let's go back to what their replace me. Let's see their replace me. That looks like someone's actual handwriting. No. Let's go to this new spirit. Very strange. They're kind of stuck situation. Oh, the color picker is over here. Okay. All right. Gray. Okay. And this. Well, geez. Well, that looks super choosy. Hey. Hi. Hey, Mike. Are you still there? Hopefully. Some steps that I use to create the social media calendar. Well, let's start with the color palette. That's number one. You want to make sure that you know in advance what you're going to be doing. And then once you're pretty sure on what your content is going to look like, hey, I'm so glad. I think this looks pretty cheesy. I'm going to leave this. I'm not even going to save it. I'll switch gears here. Let me open up the Trello board for you and show you kind of like a guideline that I've been working from. So I'll open up this Trello board here, Trello.com, and you can have a content calendar. I use Later for my scheduling. There are free accounts that you can have from Later. There's some additional tools that they give you if you pony up and get a paid account, which I think is pretty good. Now you can schedule on LinkedIn, which is super fresh. Love that. So I think a content calendar manager is a good thing to do. You can upload your assets. Let me ask you, let's narrow it down a little bit here, Mike. What are you going to be scheduling, first of all? Are you going to be doing video? Are you going to be scheduling carousel posts? What kind of media are you going to be scheduling? That will tell you what kind of tool to use and what to put on your content calendar. And figure out when your audience is most online. You can accomplish that in a number of ways. One of them is to use a tool like Later.com to determine when your audience is online. Another thing is to use something like Facebook ads. And that will help you to kind of look at your analytics at no charge. You don't have to run an ad to use their tool. But you can take a look at Facebook ads and find out when your audience is online. Then you want to kind of figure out when they're going to be looking at your social media channels, and then you can schedule your content. Let me give you a look here. let's take a look-see and go to, this is Miles from Heart Funnels, who I work with. Great point. So you're using Sched Social, and you're studying your analytics to get a better handle on when. Okay, so you got that dialed in. Sched Social, that's a really expensive one, right? Isn't that the $150 a month? Sched Social, that is a really good app. So here is a Trello board with content. So this is going to be a 3-month calendar. This is an example. And if you email me, I've got my contact links. I can share this with you. I have kind of permission to share it. So, content to schedule. You want to put that in one column. Let's say you keep it simple, and if you're a spreadsheet person, you wouldn't pay that much. All right, some people do. Sched Social has a big paid plan. I was like really drooling over that. Make sure that you're planning out your content. So posts, and the posting is only one part of the social media recipe. The other part is community engagement and making sure that you're kind of like taking care of your community and really cultivating your friendships and your connections on your social media channels, and really figuring out where your people are. So if you're a coach, you probably want to narrow in a few different places where you can really highlight your skill set, like doing some Instagram Reels with your favorite go-to tips. Instagram Reels, I had 3 viral Instagram Reels last week. Not super viral for me. It's just, most of my videos get like a couple hundred views, but these got close to 10,000. So I was pretty stoked on that, and I used that to, number one, let's say within your Reel strategy and within your TikTok strategy that you're going live, really leverage that. Because if you've got something that's really being viewed, like a video that's getting a lot of reach, go live. Because that with that reach, you can kind of like sketch and hang on to that viral nature of your account. If your account's being seen and somebody sees that you're live, they will probably follow you, if not check out your stuff and, you know, like a few of their posts. Because if they're seeing your stuff, you're probably top of mind for them. Do more with Reels. It gives you a boost and it reminds you of TikTok. Yes, there's definitely a reason for that, for sure. So you can see this is week to week. You know, it's not crazy. This is one quote, it's one reel, it's one picture, it's another picture. So that's 4 posts. The next week you've got 1 reel and 3 posts. Easy. But can you see how Miles has a color palette going on? It's not always the same. Like here are, you know, this concentric circle is in varying shades of brown. We got kind of like a mauve color and a mustard color on this beige background. What's the common denominator? I don't know. But it looks very consistent. So, I just think if you're kind of, even if you are remixing reels, let's say you don't want to do your own video with the pointing, don't do that. Like if you don't want to, you don't have to go with trends. But there will be inevitably, if you're on TikTok, if you're consuming this media, there'll be trends that you kind of go like, I know what I can do for this one. It'll start to happen. And the other thing, Mike, is you don't know what you don't know. So try. Like, let's say you make a few reels that, you know, don't really do as well as you want them to. Just quantity. Just do more. Keep it simple to where it's in your comfort zone. You don't want to look uncomfortable when you're making a video. You don't have to do it perfect though. Just do it. Just like the Nike thing. So you don't have to do it perfectly, just show up for yourself and your work. Exactly, be yourself. I ain't trying to be anyone but Coach Mike. See it? Yes. Yes, Mike. Totally. You don't need to be anyone but you. People like you. You're the coach. We want to listen to you. And I'm not sure if I'm following you, but I would like to. And then, follow me, I'll follow you back kind of thing. And let's stay connected and see how it goes. I want to see how your content strategy kind of gets your message out there. Because unfortunately, it does work. And it works like this. For example, last week, I did an ad campaign. I'm going to read this comment out loud because I think it's pretty interesting. I did an ad campaign for my business, and I'm trying to get more customers for Close to the Earth IT services. I've got like all these awesome resources. There's a lot that I can do. And so I posted an ad series, and then no one got in touch because I don't have the same thing going on my business page that I do on my personal account or my personal blogger account. If I would have been able to run those same ads, I probably would have gotten more traction from them on this Apple Green Tech account. So it's kind of interesting how that works. All right, Coach Mike. Yes, we'll definitely be in touch. So Coach Mike's high school motto, his motto since high school has been, life is like Nike. Just do it. See, that's why you're the coach. You say smart things. So this is a content scheduler tool. It just gives you an idea of what this grid is going to look like over time. You can also use something like Planoly or later.com to get it going. I do kind of have to keep it moving with the work that I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to quit out of this, and I'm going to go back to my Photoshop project. I'm not going to do the text. I think what I'm going to do is one more of these guys. Let me see my layers. I'm not doing that 3D. That looks really bad. So this background color, change background color. Come on, friend. Why isn't that opening up? Come on, layer. Oh, because you're over there. All right, so I'm going to look at my other Adobe Capture tool, and I'm going to check out another color. I'm going to do gray. And this gray is 240. Three and 15. This does not look anything like this. Wow, okay, this looks nothing like the picture. Let's see. Okay. I want it to be just a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. So then this is going to be my gray. All right, so 1 hour down, one post created. All right, so you've got to prepare for a session. Well, I'm so glad too, Mike. Thank you so much, and let's definitely connect. I want to see what you've got going on and what your content strategy is. Hey, you know what? Maybe something like this graphic. Maybe there's a way to simplify your logo or something like that, where it's a familiar image that people associate with you, and you can just change the color background What do you think of that, Mike? Have a great session. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll definitely talk again soon. All right, so now that I've got my content, I think I froze, or oh, I'm back now. Let's make got my duotone. So this is, let's see my color. Color map here and see if I can just dial this back. Basics. No. No. Greens. All right, so there's color number 1. And story 1. Jeez. So now let's go to post 1. Duotone. Gradient mount. Okay. Doing great so far. Story 2. Duotone. And we're going to go to reds. You are not red. Let's take a look at the colors that we have. I mean, that's pretty red for, it's kind of close, but call it good, I guess. We'll go to post 2. Oh. Post 2. So go to reds. Ah, there we go. Then we got a slider here. No. Ah, okay, good. So now I can get my hex code in here and it'll be perfect. 982 D30. No. 982 D30. Oh, I needed 2. There we go. Phew! Alright, so post 2, duotone. Then holy cow. Well, that was pretty tough to get in there. Okay. I also have like this straw mustard color that I'm going to put here. It's kind of like a pumpkin-y color. Story 4, or I guess post 4. Okay, I'm going to hit OK on that. Post 4. Cancel. Post 4, which I'm not in right now. Post 4. Good for duotone. And then. So what you can't see off camera is that I've got this. Go to color here. And I'm going to punch in this color, which is 9B5. B5 721. And then I'm going to go up to the story. I actually do like this yellow. I think I am going to grab the yellow for story 4. And grab this yellow here. And grab this hex code. I'll hit OK. And I don't think it matters that much. I can actually just go over to post 3, go to the duotone, go to the gradient, and get that base color. I don't know where this came from, but color, and then, oh, those are the elements. No. I don't think I want to change that. That's weird though. It didn't seem to change it. Post 3, duotone. Yeah. Hit cancel on that. Go to this. Actually, let's try this color. That's nice. So I just kind of guessed and went to the visible color. See, I like these. They're kind of autumnal and nice. Story 3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is thinking about the graphic elements, but how I can simplify them. And I really can simplify them in Canva. So I'm going to take these out of here, take some of the text out, and bring them back up in Canva, because I can use them as cool frames without a lot of this drama of always going in here. You know, the bigger assets, they can look so cool in Photoshop, but just take forever, and you just don't want to do that to yourself. That's just way too much work. You could take some of these assets and save yourself a lot of time by just putting them in Canva. Grabbing this yellow, I'm going to turn this yellow into the straw color. Yes, baby. Hitting OK. Save as. I'm going to go to making myself a template. So any of these text elements, they look so nice that way. I will just export. I'm actually just going to give myself a reminder by taking a reference picture. Well, I'm all frozen. I'm going to take a reference picture here. And then what I'm going to do is just take the text out. Take all these text elements out. Because I can do this so much more easily. And I don't need to be knocking myself out. So take this text out before and after. And I'll know to line them up because I have a reference picture. Okay. Missing story one. All right, so now I've got cool graphic elements and I'm going to take this out and go to File, Export, Export As. And then I want everything. I see a mistake. Stop the process. Guess I'm getting hungry for lunch. What time is it? Going on this color, I'm just going to make sure that my color is right. I see two different colors here. I also think that I'm going to go with the darker of these two because it's going to be easier to read with white text. But then yellow on white is really hard to read too. Let's see how it looks. 3A, 3A, 5-8, 4E, Well, that's a toughie. It looks kind of cool though. That's tough. I'm gonna hit OK and, oh man, where's post one? Okay. So let's look at $8F. D7. BE. It looks cool, oh my god, but I'm gonna go with the darker color. Let's take a look at this dark green. 3A, 5-8, 4E. Yeah, that looks cool. All right, saving it, and I'm going to export it. Export as. All right, so I got some stuff. Now I'm going to import it into Canva, and then I'll have some elements. right, well, I'm going to take a break. Break time! Thank you for joining me. My poor little computer. My poor little computer. It's just like, please don't make me. Please don't make me. Oh my gosh. All right. I think they look nice. I like them. I'm a big teal fan. I think they look nice together. All right, well, that's that. I'm gonna stop my screen share. And my computer's freaking out right now. I don't know what is happening. Don't know what is happening. But it's just flipping out really hard. Oh gosh. It's got the spinning wheel. Well, thank you for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you for coming to my stream. I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done, but I got some good solid work in. And I'm really thankful for that. So hopefully we're all learning together. And let's see here. See if this still is working. Yes. Yes, it is. And that's how I create some content. And we talked about social media scheduling too, and what to do, how to go about that. And sort of like, if you can see a few months in ahead, just basics. It doesn't have to be what you actually post, but if you can kind of get an idea of what is looking up ahead, you'll be in a better space. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you. Connect with me on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Apple Green Tech is where you're going to find me. Thanks for stopping by. I might look very worried. That's just a non-Botox look that I have these days. And yeah, nice to connect with you. See you soon.